Konnichiwa! Welcome, top of the morning to you, and welcome to the Daily Sports Show here on Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm your host, Vern, on this beautiful, cold Sunday morning. Let's check out the topics first. Topics today, we've got some Ice Hockey World Championships. Ooh, buzz. We've got some rugby, football, Formula One, North American sports, sumo, tennis, Eurobasket, all happening today. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So let's get that out of here. There we go. And welcome to our host city, which is Stockholm. Stockholm is the host city today. Because why? Because the World Champions of Ice Hockey is in Stockholm, and we don't have any Swedish people in our community. What is wrong? We got to bump up the Swedes, man. Maybe I should get a bit of a blonde hairdo, maybe to help. Check that out. It does look like a Christmas photo, but never mind. Look at that. Looks stunning there in Stockholm. Let's go down. There we go. Wow, check that out. Absolutely amazing. Stockholm, Sweden. Fantastic stuff. The Ice Hockey World Championship is taking place there in Stockholm in the Avicii Arena. Take me up when it's all over. Yes, baby, it's the Avicii Arena in Sweden. And that's exactly why I did the poll this morning, because I was thinking, what kind of poll can I do? What kind of poll can I do? And I thought, man, I haven't been to Sweden. I haven't been to Finland. I haven't been to any countries in Scandinavia. So let's get that out here to you guys. Which of these Scandinavian countries would you like to visit? Of course, there are other ones. It's still Denmark. You can maybe take the Faroe Islands there as well as Scandinavian. But at the moment, as it stands, it's Iceland. That's the country I picked as well. I would love to go visit Iceland. But the other countries would be interesting too. No problem. I love Sweden. Never mind about that. So that is our host country. So I thought today I might go a bit crazy. It is World Championship final. So I'll mix it up a bit. I got some brown stuff today instead of the white stuff. So it's a bit of chocolate milk today. Crazy Swiss. When the Swiss go crazy, we go all out, man. Damn good, man. Damn good. Where is Stockholm? There it is on the map, on the Baltic Sea. There in Northern Europe. Sweden there, Finland, Estland, Lithuania, Estonia, all there in the nearby. That's where it is. And of course, I've got to plug a bit the channel. If you're not already a member of the channels, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and get into the chat. And of course, you can become members of the channels or send a super chat or super sticker. Much appreciated. That's plugging the channel, so that's gone. And let's get into our first topic of the day. And we can only start one place. Ice Hockey World Championship. It's the big game. It's the final. But let's first check out the semi-finals before we get into that one. Those were the semi-finals yesterday. USA spanked the host Sweden 6-2. And the mighty Swiss, the plucky little buggers, beat the Danes 7-0. That is what's happening. Ooh, it's going to be a cracker. There we go. Today it is upcoming. It's the Scandinavian duel for the bronze medal between Sweden and Denmark, and of course it's the gold medal game. I love you, USA guys and girls, but today you're gonna get one hell of a beating. I feel it coming. It's Swiss time. Can we get our first World Championship title? It would be amazing. It's gonna be a tough game. I know that, but hey, we can do it. We can do it. Hop Schweiz! And that's the ice hockey out of here. Then we get into the Super Rugby, and it was Super Rugby this weekend. The Saturday games, I'll get into that one. The Chiefs absolutely destroyed Moana Pacifica. Vic and I love Moana. Big shout out to the Island boys. But they got hammered yesterday, 85-7. Total destruction. And then the Force lost to the Waratahs in a super point. That means it was overtime. The Waratahs scored a try in the last second. Fantastic stuff there by the Waratahs. But we can only give out a shout out to these two boys here. That is Curtis Ratima, the man on your left, the shorter one, and Leroy Carter, both scoring 3 tries in that absolute mauling against Moana Pacifica. So they get our star player of the day. And let's check out the table. That's how it stands. I only took the top 8 teams. Those are the teams that still got chances making the playoff. The top 6 make the playoffs. But there's only a 3-way tie. It's between Moana, the Blues, and the Waratahs to get that final 6th spot. Moana has to go away to the Hurricanes, which is going to be a tough game for Moana Pacifica. And the Blues play the Waratahs. So if Moana loses that game, the winner of Blues Waratahs, playoffs, baby. So that was Super Rugby. And it's gone! Then we're going to get into another big rugby event. Yesterday was the Investec Cup. Yes, it was an absolute mind-boggling game of rugby. Fantastic. From the first second to the last. Absolute epic game. Thanks to Bordeaux and Northampton for that, because it was a pleasure to watch. 28-24 Bordeaux. They were the better team. And of course, there was big celebrations afterwards. Bordeaux winning their first ever Investec Cup. That's like the Champions League for rugby. Congratulations to them. What a game. And it's out of here. Then we go up to, we had the little thing of the Women's Champions League. Yes, Arsenal have won something in Europe. That's amazing. But it's the ladies that have to do it. Always the ladies have to show the men how to do it. The ladies of Arsenal beat Barcelona 1-0 in the Champions League final. And it was this lady here, Stina Blackstenius, who scored the only goal of the game. So she gets our star player of the day. Congratulations to her. And that was the Women's Champions League. And it's gone. Just checking the chat quickly. Konnichiwa. Then we get into the Premier League. The last round of the Premier League is today. I'll quickly go through it. Last round of the Premier League. Thank goodness the shit show Premier League is over for the season. Of course, for our Man United supporters, it's been a hell of a season. It's been, I'm not even going into it. Bournemouth against Leicester, Fulham against Manchester City, Ipswich against West Ham, Fulham against Liverpool against Crystal Palace, Manchester United against Aston Villa. That is super important for Aston Villa to get those Champions League spots, so they have to win that one. Newcastle has to win against Everton. Nottingham Forest and Chelsea, that's almost like a winner-take-all game. The winner gets into the Champions League, so that one's going to be epic. Morning, Danny, and to all the boys and girls out there. Southampton against Arsenal, Tottenham against Brighton and Hove Albion, and of course, it's last but not least, Wolverhampton against Brentford. But we will say goodbye. This will be the last time we'll see them in the Premier League for Leicester City. Where are they? Leicester, Southampton, and where's the last one to go? I'm looking. Ipswich Town. Yes, those three will leave the Premier League. So that is that. Sunderland qualified yesterday. Playoffs, they're coming up as well to the Premier League. Well, that's the Premier League. It's gone. Then today as well, there's a lot happening today. At least the Formula 1, that's the Monaco Grand Prix. Or as Ryan and I call it, the snooze fest. But qualifying was yesterday, and the qualifying was actually quite exciting. Lando Norris gets pole. The Donkeys, the Ferraris get second. Leclerc. Piastri gets third. Hamilton gets fourth. That's a good result for the Ferraris. But of course, as we know, there is zero overtaking in Monaco. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't even know. I have to watch it because we're going to make a program on it. So I'm going to try to stay awake, which is hard enough for me anyway. Then Verstappen, Hadjar, Alonso, Ocon, Lawson, and Albon. That's the starting grid, top 10 for the Formula 1. And it's gone. Then I'll go to our big segment of North American sports. There we go. First up, we'll go to the NHL. And there was only one game last night because not many games left. And it's the Panthers against the Hurricanes. 6-2 to the Panthers. They lead that series 3-zip. It's looking good for the reigning champions there, the Panthers. Then we're going into the NBA, and last night the Timberwolves at home beat the Thunder 143-101. Let's check out who did well there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had not a good night, only 14.6 assists. Anthony Edwards with 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Good up for the Timberwolves. I want the Timberwolves to get into the finals against the Pacers. That would be cool. But hey, looking good there. And then of course we have the WNBA. The Liberty beat my favorite club, the Fever. Of course, Caitlin Clark. I only watch it because of Caitlin Clark. But the Liberty beat the Fever 90-88. Caitlin Clark had a bad night. She had 10 turnovers, didn't do much. But Jones had 26 points, 12 rebounds for the Liberty, and Boston had 27 points and 13 rebounds for Indiana. And then we had the Wings losing to the Dream, 75-83. Then we had Gray with 27.6 assists and 3 block shots. That's the WNBA. Let's go straight into the Major League Baseball. Let's get those ones up, and I'll run quickly through them. There we go. Let's go quickly through them. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 6-5. The Twins beat the Royals 5-4. The Cardinals beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 6-5. We had the Pirates beating the Brewers 2-1. We had the Nationals beating the Giants 3-2. We had the Reds beating the Cubs 6-4. We had the Braves beating the Padres 7-1. We had the Astros beating the Mariners 2-1. The White Sox beating the Rangers 10-5. We had the Yankees beating the Rockies 13-1. This game's not finished. It's at the top of the 10th. It's Philly against the Athletics at 6-6 tie there. Then the next game with the Orioles, there was a doubleheader to beat the Red Sox 2-1. The Rays beat the Blue Jays 3-1. We had the Guardians beating the Tigers 7-4. We had the Mets beating the Dodgers 5-2. And the Marlins beating the Angels 6-2. And that is the Major League Baseball. And after that, I have to have a drink. Some of the brown stuff. Get the moustache off. And then, that's the North American sports. And it's Adi. I'm just going to check the chat quickly. Tommy's in the house. Paul Terry's in the house. Iceland for me. Iceland for me too, man. It's just, Iceland's got something mysterious. I don't know. Vikings. I like the Vikings. Let's get it. We got sumo still. Yes. This was the results of day 14 of the sumo. Takayasu beating Chirashoma. Hirodoimi losing to Watatakakake. Hakuo losing to, I can't see that quick, Kiyoshima. Onosato, the man, the myth, the legend, beating Daisho. And he's now 14-0. Today, this morning, in about 2 hours' time, or this evening in Japan, he will face off against Hoshoi. Hoshoi beating Kota Sakura, the other Ozeki. But it's all over. Onosato wins the tournament, but this is the fixtures for the last day of the tournament. Daisho, I only put up a couple of the good ones. Daisho against Kota Sakura. And of course, the match that everybody wants to see. Woo! It is Hoshoryu, the Yokozuna, against the future Yokozuna, Onosato. That's going to be epic. I know it is live on NHK. I think I'm going to watch it. I'm starting about it in a couple of hours. Got to watch that one live. That's going to be epic. Just for that game, just for that match. Hoshoryu against Onosato. I will bring you that one on our sumo roundup. That's going to be a great matchup. I can't wait for that one. But we have to shout out to Onosato, tournament winner, new Yokozuna, hasn't had a losing record in sumo since he's turned pro. The man is mastered. This is his 14th tournament. 14 tournaments to get Yokozuna, 25 years old. He's a young man. If he stays healthy, there's some great things to come for him. That is the sumo. Boing! That's out of here. This starts this weekend as well. Roland Garros starts today. Tennis, if you are a tennis fan, we will keep you updated. Not with all the results, but if one big tennis star falls out or something like that, something cool happens, we will let you know. But of course, it's Carlos Alcaraz and Iga Swiatek who try to, retain their titles. But all I can do is just shout out to Aryna Sabalenka. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And the tennis is out here. Then, of course, last but not least, is Eurobasket, Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Basket Final Four in Abu Dhabi. That is the third place game. It's between Olympiakos Perez and Panathinaikos Athens. That is already crazy. When those two teams meet, those two Greek teams meet, pandemonium breaks out. But it is in Abu Dhabi. It means it will be sterile, which I don't like. Abu Dhabi, they're not allowed any flags. It's just, I don't know. Never mind. And of course, the final game is Monaco against Fenerbahce, Istanbul. My favorite is Fenerbahce, but so far, the favorites have not come through. So, Monaco could win this one. But that starts at 7 o'clock. Vic and I haven't decided yet what we're going to do. 5 o'clock is the football. 7 o'clock is the basketball. 8 is the hockey. Vic, we have to decide something, my friend. What we're going to do, or we just leave it out and watch it all in peace and quiet. Also a possibility. But we'll see on that one. That is the Eurobasket. That's it. And that is actually the show. But all we can do now is check out the poll. Let's get into the poll. And the poll is, who wins? Who do you want to go? Which Scandinavian country do you want to visit? What's wrong with my voice? Iceland with 33%, Sweden 27%, Norway with 19%, and Finland with 22%. That means you want to go to Iceland. Nice. That's the poll. Listen here, guys. I hope you have a fantastic Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the show. Join Vic tomorrow for the morning show. Join us this afternoon for the football. It's going to be a crazy week this week. I'm off, so I might do a couple of shows in the morning. Ladies, don't be too disappointed when you see Vern on there instead of Vic. But that's just the way it goes. So everyone out there, have an amazing Sunday. Take care. And to everybody out there, peace, love, and happiness. Be cool. Cheers, guys.